Hello, loves. This is Annette of AnnetteLeonard.com, back again with another moment for chronic wellness. So, having failed at IVIg, my doctor in Seattle said, okay, let's try another method. So, the other method that there is of getting immunoglobulin into you is subcutaneous. And subcutaneous means just like in the fat, under the skin. And the way that that is administered is at home rather than going into like an outpatient infusion clinic. And you subscribe through a specialty pharmacy to get the immunoglobulin sent to your home, and you store it in your refrigerator, and they send a skilled nurse out to train you in how to give yourself the immunoglobulin. And my dosing was such that I was going to be giving it to myself weekly. And what an adventure. What an adventure. It was a giant syringe. I mean, it must have been 2.5 inches in diameter and a good 8 inches long. And the syringe gets put into a pump. It was a crank mechanism that then slowly pushed the syringe to administer the medicine over the course of about 2 hours in my case. And the syringe was then attached to 5 tiny pieces of tubing that then was attached to 5 tiny needles that I needed to find 5 places to put the needles in my fat tissue every week. And that in and of itself was its own ordeal because putting 5 needles in your body is something to push through mentally. And then each of those places where I would inject the liquid IG would create its own kind of bee sting welt that over the course of several weeks, quite frankly, it would have to just dissolve and slowly absorb into the fat. And then the next week, I would have to find 5 new places to inject myself. And the next week, 5 new places and 5 new places, when those 5 places that I had found the previous week weren't yet done dissolving and absorbing. It was not simple because you, of course, have to be able to get access to those 5 places. I mean, you can't do it, in your back fat yourself. You would have to have assistance. I would have to have assistance if I couldn't get to them myself. And of course, trying to wear clothing during the course of that 2 hours up around any of those needle sites. And IG is made from spun plasma. And this, I realized quickly, is why we pay top dollar for people to donate their plasma, because drug companies are using it to make blood products like IVIg that they sell for top dollar, folks. So of course they can pay a premium to get donors to give their plasma. And these needles are maybe 1/4 of an inch long and stuck into the fat and then covered with one of those clear plastic Band-Aids that are called Tegaderm. And so if they pulled out during the course of the process, which they regularly did, they would leak this oozy, gooey, sticky stuff that was almost as viscous and sticky to the touch as honey. So yeah, if you can imagine injecting a tablespoonful of honey under your skin, how long it would take for that welt to absorb and go down over the course of a couple of weeks. It's no small trick. I will continue this story tomorrow, and you can learn how it has gone for me to take SCIg. Meanwhile, I'm wondering who among you has tried subcutaneous IG or intravenous IG, or whether there are other injections or infusions that you are trying for your autoimmune disease or other diseases. I am eager to hear from you, and as ever, I am invested in the fact that whether or not we are healthy, we need to find ways to stay well. So I hope that you continue to feed your mind and spirit till we're together again. Be well.